Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Drummer Boy Jones. On this episode, me and my special guest, my brother Jason Hawks, are going to go over one of our favorite bands, especially newer bands. Well, they're not really new anymore, but Shinedown, coming up right after this. All right, everybody, and thanks once again for coming out and hanging out with us. I got my brother in arms, Mr. Hawksy,
Hello.
and tonight we are decided we're going to go over Shinedown. Shine the Down. So Shinedown is, I guess, even though they've been around for almost 25 years, I think the first record come out in '03.
Yeah, that's right.
I still consider them a new band.
For my taste, yeah, that's about as new as I'll
Yeah,
get.
yeah, right. So Shinedown come out in '03 with their first record, Leave a Whisper. And go ahead.
When Leave a Whisper came out, I was aware of Shinedown, but I was never. They were just like Puddle of Mud and Nickelback and Three Doors Down. They were just there. They were just on the radio.
You're answering them before I can spit them
Okay,
out, my friend.
sorry.
No, that's great because we're thinking the exact same lines. I was the same way.
Yeah.
And even going back to this
I
album.
don't really consider them exactly the same though as because they're still pretty relevant. Shinedown's still pretty relevant.
Yeah, actually, they're probably the biggest rock band in the world right now.
Maybe Foo Fighters, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe. But when I go back and listen to this first record, which has some fantastic songs on it, by the way,
Good stuff on it.
a majority of it to me, like you said, reminds me of Nickelback, Breaking Benjamin,
Yeah.
Creed.
Yeah.
Yeah, same guitar tones,
Right,
same,
yeah.
However, I mean, there's some, just going through when I listened to it again and refreshed on it this morning, Fly from the Inside
It's fantastic.
is amazing.
Burning Bright.
Burning Bright.
Yeah.
And of course, 45 and Simple Man.
Yeah.
And still to this, I think, correct us if I'm wrong, because I don't go back and double check, but I think 45 and Simple Man are still two of their biggest hits they've ever had.
And I think they still play all four of those.
Yeah.
You heard the last time we went.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you were with me the last time I saw.
At the amphitheater?
Was that before or after? We seen them twice. We saw.
Yeah,
them
we
at
saw
the
them. Yeah, I
theater.
think the amphitheater was the second one.
Okay, but I'm pretty sure they still played all four of those.
But yeah, Fly from the Inside, Burning Bright, 45,
Right.
and one of the best covers.
Well,
Simple
Brent
Man
Smith's
was.
voice is so pure.
It is.
It still is, but I mean, especially when he was probably 25, 26 years old when Leave a Whisper came out.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. It's hard to say what's so good about that first record, which it's still not even my favorite record.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. Had Left Out,
there we go.
Lost in the Crowd,
Lost in the Crowd's great.
Yeah.
That's really good.
No More Love,
Yeah.
better version, Burning Bright,
Yes.
In Memory,
Yeah.
All I Ever Wanted, Stranger Inside, Lacerated, Crying Out, and 45.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, still, like I said, they still play 4 songs off
Yeah.
the debut record.
Yeah. But
and I think we'll touch on this when we go a little further. Very solid first record.
oh yeah.
It just, looking back at it now, it fit in that time, and nothing, even though there's good songs on it that I really like, nothing stood out as different.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's except for Brent Smith's voice,
Yes.
because he's still an incredible singer, and especially back then. But
Yeah.
I don't know. He's got a tone.
He's got a range,
Yeah,
a tone, and it's nothing. When you listen to it, it's not like it's, like when you listen to Ozzy, it's Ozzy.
right.
And when you listen to him, it's him, but it's nothing way out of the ordinary.
Right. Yes.
I don't know. It's very interesting. It's, yeah, dude can sing his ass off.
Yeah, he can. They still can. They're good.
Yeah,
What? 7-8 years ago.
Yeah.
Last time we saw him.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So that was '03, right?
Yeah.
'03. And then
Us and them.
Us and Them is their second record. And I went back
I love this record too.
and I was blown away of how good this record
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, this was a standout record. What is the first song on it? Heroes?
The Dream,
Well,
The
that's
Dream
a little-
is the
little
intro.
talking thing.
Yeah, Heroes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Heroes is so good.
Save Me,
Yeah.
I Dare You, Your Majesty.
Yeah.
Beyond the Sun, Trade Yourself In, Lady So
That's true.
Divine, Shed Some Light,
Yeah.
Begin
Kids
Again.
Alive is so good too.
Yeah.
They still do half of this.
Yeah.
Or the last time we saw them, they still played half of this record too.
And it took a natural progression, I think. For this was the next one where I was like, okay, so they're not a copycat band of Nickelback, Seether. Well, I shouldn't say Seether. I think Seether was later, but Breaking Benjamin,
Yeah.
that vein of
Caesar's around the same time.
yeah,
But yeah, I agree. They're not just Three Doors Down with the singer.
yeah,
Whoever.
right,
But the songs on this are so solid. They are progressing with this whole record.
Yeah.
This record's just a natural step up from the last one,
and
or from the first one.
his not only is his vocals amazing, his songwriting is amazing. His lyrics are. You start seeing it here.
I have a theory about that.
Okay, we'll get there. If you or you maybe you want to go there now, but
No, we'll get there.
Okay.
On after Sound of Metal.
his lyrical content, you can see here, it's progressing.
Yeah, and it's all the first three records are so angry.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pissed.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
Yeah. And and we'll get when we get on just a little bit further. I mean, you got to think this guy, is going through. In this record, I mean, he's made it. It's not a secret. He's practically a junkie. He's a heroin guy. He's a heroin guy. Him and the guys at this time, the first two records, Brad Stewart was bass.
Yeah.
And Jason Todd was guitar. So, however, on this tour, and I didn't know this, you probably did, but I did not know this when I was doing my homework, that Zach Myers was also
Oh, yeah.
was one of the guitars on tour for this
Right,
record.
Yeah. He played for Saliva. And he was like a prodigy in Memphis.
Really? Zach Myers played for Saliva.
He wasn't like an original member. I think he was playing with them when the only time I saw him was with Kiss and Aerosmith,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure he was playing with them then. That was what, 02 probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Didn't know that.
anyway, yeah,
Um,
yeah, he was in Saliva for a minute, which is another band that's this kind of
right in that
Yeah.
yep, right in that vein. So just for you guys that don't know, on the first two records, Brent Smith lead vocals,
Barry Gersh.
Barry Kirsch drums, and he's still with them to this day. He is one of my favorite drummers.
He's a monster. He's a dude. He's the dude.
Me and you've had conversations about his drumming, and we'll
Yeah.
get there.
Yeah.
And Zach Myers and Eric Bass, Eric Bass.
Plays the bass.
He plays the bass. He might fish bass. I don't know.
That's fantastic bass.
That is, it's the Bassomatic. So I guess I'm getting ahead of myself. But the first two records, Brent Smith, Barry Kirsch, Brad Stewart, Jason Todd.
Yeah.
So while they're on tour on this second record, I think there's some tensions building up. They bring in Zach Myers on the tour, so they're now a 5-piece band.
Right.
I don't remember sort of looking real quick, but it looks like Brad Stewart was kicked out first. The bass player was kicked out first.
I think so.
And they brought in Eric Bass.
Yeah.
And then the following year, Jason Todd was kicked out. And they kept Zach Myers and kept it a 4-piece.
Yeah.
And Zach took over
The whole guitar.
the whole thing.
I kind of think it was with Saliva he was playing bass too.
Okay. And I didn't know this, but it looks like Nick Perry was on guitar in 2008 as well. I think he helped recorded Sound of Madness, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's
but
right.
I don't.
I actually think that is right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So after this second record, which didn't, 45 and Simple Man put them on the map as far as radio's concerned. This one didn't really have the radio-friendly hits as the first two, but I think this one actually, it's still done really well.
Yeah, that's them.
Us,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think so.
They're still relevant.
Yes.
And this is '05. So, and still in '05, I had heard of them, but I was not a.
Oh no, I wouldn't. They were just on the radio.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm same one. Same one. Until 2008, The Sound of Madness exploded. And I can still, me, you, Scooter, Ron. I know it's me, you, and Ron. I don't remember if Scooter was with us or Chuck was with it, but Ron bought it. And we listened to it all the way home.
Oh yeah.
Scooter was with us because we went to Sam Ash or whatever, looking about power amps.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember that.
And Ron picked it up.
Yeah.
And,
I had heard Second Chance on the radio.
and
And I was, absolutely blown away. And I was like, that cannot be Shine. That's not the same Shinedown as, the last 4 or 5 years or whatever they've been around.
yeah,
And the Second Chance is so good. He really, really all of them show off on the Sound of Madness
Yeah.
on the whole record.
yep.
And the whole record's one.
There's not a
It's you can't skip a song on it.
no,
But
no, you can't. And when that first come on, I can remember us because Ron was driving. I think we might have been
what's
in
the first song,
Devour,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then it went into the Sound of Madness, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I think we went home and we pretty much learned it that week
Yeah, I
and
think
started
so, too.
playing it.
Yeah, I think so too.
It was
Yeah.
wow. It was so good, and it was so much of a. I'm not going to say it's a departure from the second record, but it was a massive step forward, and I think it was a natural progression.
They became, I think, and they probably did this on purpose. They became. It was like these songs were written to play in a stadium or coliseum. You know what I'm saying? They were meant to play in front of 10,000 people versus play at a club that holds 1,000.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These songs were at least produced that way.
Yeah.
To be so massive and huge.
It was, like I said, I think that was my first of wow, this band's really
Yeah.
freaking good, and I've
Yeah.
got to go back.
Every
Like I said, there is not a song on this that is skippable.
no.
Um, I think the first, maybe Devour was the first single. I don't know, but I know Sound of Madness was the first one that caught my eye. I can't, or caught my ear.
I kind
but-
of think Second Chance was the first single. But
Second
anyway,
Chance is one of the best written songs, not only just by Shinedown, but
of the era.
era.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah.
I mean, that's got great. I mean, the lyrics is fantastic. The meaning's fantastic.
Right.
His voice is fantastic.
And do we count this as? I don't even know if we count this as the same era of Metallica and Motley Crue, whoever.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not sure that we even.
I
do,
can't. Yeah, I don't think so.
But even still, it stands on its own. It stands by itself.
Easily.
Yeah.
I think their longevity, and we'll get into that also. I mean, we're just 5 years in,
Yeah.
and usually that's a career for most people.
Oh yeah. Absolutely, that's right.
And this is when they just kicked in the door and said,
Right.
"Hello,
Yeah.
we're here,"
Yeah.
and
Still battling the demons.
still battling the demons.
Yeah.
And this record, you can tell there's still some angst in it,
Yeah.
but there's also a lot
Yeah.
of forgiveness in it too.
That's true. The first two records did have some, if you want to call it angst or whatever, like
Yeah.
from some grunge feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah. But as in style, whatever.
That's right.
Yeah.
But I think the reason I really like his lyrics so much is I don't know if, and maybe they have, maybe they hadn't. You can probably tell me better than I can. I don't think they've ever wrote a chick song, or he's ever wrote lyrics about a chick or a girl or a party, or he
Right.
writes some deep
Oh, yeah.
shit.
Yeah. Well, I've always said that every song ever is about a woman in some sort of way.
Right.
I mean, name a song.
Yeah, and it's a
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Freebird is
Free-
about leaving a woman.
yeah.
Stairway to Heaven is about a lady, whatever.
Yeah.
But you're right. Yeah, he doesn't exactly. It's not exactly that he's singing to a female or whatever. It's
Yeah.
not exactly about.
Heartbreak or
Heartbreak, yeah.
It's more about, I think it's, I don't know, it's, to me, a lot of these songs are reaching
Yeah.
out for help
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
or
especially-
acceptance.
Yeah.
I know when we get into the next one, there's a lot about acceptance and the power of the music. We'll even go on even
Oh yeah.
jumping into like Bully and how rockers are a gang
Yeah.
that stick together and everybody is pretty much has got the same, outcast,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's,
Right.
making people like those that, go to school with goth and black
Oh, yeah.
fingernail polish
Whatever.
that they fit in,
Yeah.
Oh.
Or long-haired punks like us.
That's right.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah.
and I think that's the reason there's such a connection.
Probably, yeah.
Uh,
Because we were long-haired punks.
absolutely.
But I mean, we didn't have it that bad, or I didn't.
No, I didn't either. But now there's so many clicks and so many
Right. Which there were
this and
clicks when we
Well,
were.
absolutely. But for the most part, I was accepted by a lot of them.
Me too.
But on the flip side, they knew who I was too.
Right.
I was
yeah.
a rocker.
That's right.
That's
yeah.
just that's what it is,
Yeah.
or
Playing,
a
playing an
musician.
instrument will. Everybody likes the guy that can play something.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. That's
That
cool,
is- that is
man.
what
That's
it is,
cool.
yeah.
You can, yeah.
so, sorry, mine and Jones's teenage years weren't all that bad.
No, they wasn't. They wasn't. Do we have bad times? Sure,
Oh, yeah,
but
everybody
everybody's got issues and problems, and we're not the. But it wasn't every day you go to school and get bullied because you had long hair.
No.
I didn't anyways, and
either.
you
I'm
you
not
always
going-
had
I
you
don't-
always had the few.
Yeah, I'm not going to be on Oprah because I have these feelings.
If your feelings, right?
Yeah.
If your
I
feelings.
know. Didn't know you had any feelings.
Yeah. Oh man, but yeah, Sound of Madness. We can go. Devour was great. Sound of Madness, Second Chance, Cry for Help.
Yeah.
Here's one. There's 2 or 3 on here that I looked and I'm like, I forgot. And even though this was a huge hit from The Crow and the Butterfly.
Oh yeah, Crow and Butterfly.
It's
was
huge.
great. Yes, it's still huge.
Huge. I forgot. And there's some of these when I hear them, I think that wasn't on that, but it was. Like If You Only Knew.
Yeah. If you
For some reason, I think when I hear it, sometimes I'm like, that was on the next record.
Right. Yeah.
Sin with a Grin, What a Shame, Cyanide, Sweet Tooth, Suicide.
I got a little note. I got a little something about Cyanide Sweet Tooth Suicide.
Okay.
There's a line in it it's about a lady or a one girl that's black lips, pale eyes, cyanide, sweet tooth, suicide. She's snorting cocaine to a suicide note. I think that's where I got the line in Lorraine
Really?
about rolling up a suicide note to powder her nose.
To powder her nose.
Yeah,
That's where that comes
I
from.
think so.
It's just creative barring.
Yeah, it's imitation is the greatest form of flattery.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Shinedown, you owe us some money.
I think it'd be
How many records between Mama Tried and Shinedown have we sold?
more than 1,000 anyway.
Yeah. I think we're in the millions.
Yeah, I'd say we are.
Yeah. I think so too. Yeah. Call Me.
Call Me a Sinner. Yeah, that's a great song.
So,
There's another one.
Breaking Inside.
Breaking Inside. There's a deluxe version of this that's got Lizzie Hill singing the second verse and chorus of Breaking Inside.
Really?
It's so great. Yeah, it's the same record. There's a few more things on it.
Added to it.
Yeah, the song.
Well, that's what I was going. Okay,
Expendables,
Boom Lay and Diamond Eyes.
Diamond Eyes. That's on it.
All right, see, okay, so there's a deluxe, but also in 2008 they released a 3-song, or at least through Amazon they released a 3-song EP called Diamond
Okay.
Eyes.
Yeah.
But like you said, they released a deluxe edition and put
Yeah.
that on there. Breaking Inside featuring Lizzie Hill.
Yeah.
And then-
the difference in the deluxe Sound of Madness is it's got a black cover and there's probably those 3.
Instead of the white, it's
Yeah.
reversed.
Right. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, who came? First time I heard Diamond Eyes,
Yeah.
I heard it on the commercial for the Expendables, and I was like, "Uh-oh,"
Yeah.
because me, Stallone
Oh,
does no
I
wrong,
agree. Yeah.
and I heard that, and I was like, "Who is that?"
Yeah. And of course.
And
the
then I was like, when I heard the voice, it's like, "Oh yeah, that's Shinedown." Yeah, great.
Don't go on to Amarillo Ship.
All right, so we are not going on to Amarillo Ship because
Live record. Or it's a double live record.
I did,
That one
yeah, somewhere in the stratosphere.
is so fantastic. It's 2 discs. One of them's full blown electric and the other one's acoustic.
Yeah.
And have you heard it? You
Oh, I
listened
had
to it?
yours for about a month.
Oh, you did, didn't you?
Yeah, you brought me the box and it
Yeah.
had the DVD.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And did I ever get it back? I hope I did. I hope so. I ain't got it no more, but I had it for a long
It
time.
doesn't matter. I think I do have it, but anyway, I'm not worried about it now. The acoustic, which I love the electric, the plug version, the plug side of that record
Yeah.
too. But the acoustic, the whole thing is. I think it was recorded in St. Louis maybe or somewhere, and at a theater instead of a Coliseum.
Right.
And it's intimate and it's so good, and I don't know, everything's on it. I mean, it's pretty much a greatest hits up to that point,
Right.
and that is where I discovered Will Hope. Will Hogue is on that record.
That's what I was fixing to say. This one's got your guy on it too, doesn't he?
Yeah. And Will Hogue's a great songwriter, singer.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about Will Hogue.
But yeah, you got me into that. Yeah, and it was around this time we went and seen him at whatever it was. Marathon.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, Will Hogue's got a bunch of great songs too. If you like Tom Petty and Bob Dylan,
Yeah.
Will Hogue's great.
Yeah. Yep.
It's that kind of deal.
Kansas City
Okay.
is where this says Heroes Live in Kansas
Gotcha.
City was the
Okay.
first. I'm sure they probably used multiple nights or something,
Right,
but
yeah. But yeah, that whole thing's good. The other one's great too. Brett Smith had put on a lot of weight. This is after he quit. This is after he stopped doing drugs.
yeah,
And he had put on a lot of weight, probably quit smoking everything else. But
Yeah.
Anyway, he still is, with a little help from my friends,
yeah,
that is as good as anybody's ever done that. It's as good as Joe Cocker, you know. And
yeah.
it's-
Will Hogue was
that's-
part of that too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But if I'm saying it's as good as Joe Cocker, I mean, you know,
That's pretty impressive.
yeah, I know.
And not to go off on that, but have you ever heard Bon Jovi do that on that live when they done that
Oh
time?
no, with a little help from my
Yeah.
friends, no.
They was on that MTV. It was right when Keep the Faith come out.
Okay.
And they
yeah.
done that live on this little MTV thing. It was pretty good too.
Yeah.
It was pretty good too.
We need to, which you cut this out. We need to talk about Bon Jovi sometime.
Yeah, that would be a very good road to go down to.
I think so.
It's probably going to follow this road too because it gets to the point where you're sort of like, okay, I'm not following as close as I used to but we'll get there
Right.
too.
Yeah,
But,
right.
you know, Bon Jovi's new stuff is garbage. And but so yeah, that live record was really good.
Yeah.
That's the only album of theirs I don't have, and you can still buy it, and I just haven't because it's like a 4-album box.
Oh,
Those-
vinyl?
yeah,
You mean?
mhm.
Okay.
And I just never have got it, but I think I'll probably get it because it's the only one I like to
I
complete
don't
my
think
collection.
I had the Sound of Madness on CD.
Yeah.
And that live one on CD.
Yeah.
I've downloaded it.
And downloaded everything else. So they went through, okay, well, I mean, not really. They didn't have no time off. I mean, you know, you're looking at 2008 Sound of Madness. They put out the 2010, they put out the 3 or 4 songs for the Expendables movie. Then they put out the live Somewhere in the Stratosphere in 2011.
Right.
And then Amaryllis come out in 2012.
It's one of those. It's, you know how I didn't like Bustin' Nut
Yeah,
when I first heard it?
yeah,
And I listened to Amaryllis when it first came out, and I thought, this is weird, and I just didn't listen to it for a while.
yeah.
And then a month later, 2 months, whatever, I picked it up and I was like, I want to listen to this again, and blew me away. Of course, Bully, I love Bully.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
Bully was the first single. For
It was. It
And,
was.
then it just I can't get enough. I still can't get enough Amaryllis. Amaryllis may be my favorite Shinedown record. Maybe it's between
That one and the
Sound
one
of
before it.
Madness,
Yeah. Depends what mood I'm in.
Yeah, yeah. Which one's your favorite?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just like you, dude. When I first heard it, I heard Bully, and I was expecting that throughout the entire record, and it's not. And I was sort of just was like, okay, and I put it away.
Right.
Uh,
What's the first song on this? Adrenaline.
Adrenaline. Yep.
It's really good.
Yeah.
But it was not. It was not. It's not Bully. It's heavy though. It's fast
Yeah.
and heavy.
It is. It is. Oh yeah, it is. It's definitely
It's
fast.
extremely fast.
And now, you know, Amaryllis was so different.
The song.
The song?
Yes.
Yeah. And at first, I guess I just blew it off, sort of.
Yeah.
but now I can't get enough of
I
it.
agree. Yep.
I cannot get enough of it.
Yep.
Unity, enemies,
Unity's great.
unity.
Have
This
you
is
Have you ever been lost in the sea of despair? Right?
yeah.
Yeah, that's such a great song.
I'm not all right. Nowhere, kids. Miracle. Mine and Lori's
Miracle's
song
great,
is
too.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mine and Lori's songs. I'll follow you
I
down.
love that song.
Oh,
Yeah.
for my sake, my name through the
For My
ghost.
Sake's great too.
Yeah, this whole record.
Yeah.
As we're talking right now, I like it better than Sound of Madness, but that's just because we're talking about it right now.
Maybe.
uh,
Yeah, I love this record.
it doesn't have the. Even I say that. I mean,
It's
they
not-
put out 5 or 6 singles off this record.
Oh, yeah. Well, Shinedown are since Sound of Madness, Shinedown they've had more number ones than any other band in probably the world,
Yeah,
at least America.
yeah,
But there's too much good on this record.
yeah.
This record is so good, and I'll tell you my theory now.
Okay.
A lot of this is probably left over from Sound of Madness and even earlier, when he was strung out some and
Yeah.
had just wrote some stuff down and recorded it in the tape recorder, whatever. And I'm not condoning anything,
Yeah.
but the music has suffered without the drug abuse.
A lot of them do that, dude.
Yeah.
A lot of them do that.
Uh,
You know, and
we-
like you
the
said, you don't
first
condone it.
when we
and
made, where'd that EP go?
it's up there.
That one?
Yeah.
When we made that EP, we couldn't smoke or drink in the dude's studio.
Yeah.
And I was like, you can't make
You
rock
can't-
and roll without cigarettes
Yeah. And beer.
and beer.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I think I have absolute, total, 100% respect for Shinedown.
Yep.
And I'm not belittling anything by saying, you know, they've lost their edge because they're clean.
Yeah. Well, I think you lose your edge too when you start having success, and then you're trying. I think you're
Trying to maintain
you're
that success.
trying to maintain it instead of just doing what you want to do.
I agree. Yeah, that's probably right.
Now, I'm not saying they've done that because I don't know them. I don't know Brent Smith.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
But we have our opinions.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know, we got to top the next record, or we got to do this, or we got to do that. And man, I mean, but Amaryllis,
most people are going to say that the Sound of Madness is Shinedown's biggest record, and it probably sold more,
yeah,
if whatever. But are you going by album sales or art?
yeah.
So
If you went album sales, there's a bunch of shit that would never rank in my category.
oh, I agree with that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but album sales don't count anyway to me.
Yeah.
So did we go over Sound of Madness or Amaryllis? I mean,
Well,
we
we
pretty much hit it. Didn't we?
yeah, we hit it. We hit it. You know, and then
Threat to Survival.
in 2015, because they on Amaryllis, I think that's when me and you, well, maybe it was
I
Threat to
think it
Survival,
was between these two records.
the two records.
Yeah.
They toured forever on Amaryllis.
Yes.
And they kept putting out videos and putting out videos and putting out, which I loved every one of them.
The first time,
I think the first time was on the tail end, and maybe the second time was on this one, Threat to Survival. I can't remember.
we saw Smith and Myers also,
Forgot about that.
but that was
Yeah,
at Canada.
that was at the cannery.
Uh,
And I think it was during that time in between those.
probably, but yeah, because they're not going to stop working.
Yeah.
Uh,
And just a little tidbit of information. Smith and Myers was in our town
oh yeah, I forgot about that.
at Lafayette, Tennessee, at our drive-in. I'll put a link up because I can't remember which one. But yeah, just, you know, I remember when it happened, Ron sent us a text, and he was like, Shinedown's recording a video at the drive-in, and we was like, oh, bullshit.
Yeah.
They're not doing it. But come to find out, it was Smith and Myers, and it was true. And
That's a pretty good song. They,
yeah,
which we're not talking about Smith and Myers, but they do have a
singer,
few,
guitar player for
they
anyone.
do have a few. Most of their stuff's covers.
That 2 cover records that you got me into them too. You was like, you got to hear this. They did Wanted and
Oh yeah, like Sitting on the Dock of the Bay.
yeah,
The Adele song, Someone Like You.
yeah.
I don't know. There's a bunch of that stuff too.
Dude can, and I know we've said it already. Dude can sing his ass off.
Yeah. And that was at the cannery. What, there was probably 800 people there, maybe.
Yeah.
If it's that many.
Yeah,
I mean, it was crowded. But,
yeah.
I love the cannery, by the way.
Me too.
But the basement. That's his basement, right? Or his first
No,
floor.
where we seen them was the actual cannery itself. I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know, but I mean, it's downstairs. What we've been upstairs at the cannery too for.
Oh yeah,
some
that's
other stuff.
yeah. What was that called?
Mercy Lounge.
That was Mercy Lounge. Yeah. I don't know if it's still there or not.
I don't either. I don't even know if
I don't even know if
that
cannery.
stuff.
Yeah. I don't. Everything now is either the basement or the basement east.
Well,
or-
yeah, that's what I meant by the
yes,
downstairs. at the
downstairs.
cannery.
Yeah. Yep.
Who else? We see Tesla there.
Yep. We sure did. That was badass.
Oh yeah,
That was badass. Yeah.
Forevermore. That was it. Forevermore.
It was
too.
forever.
Yeah. Anyway,
But so in 2015, Shinedown released Threats of Survival, and
it's
well, let me go back just 1 second, if you don't care. Back to Bully.
Okay.
First time I heard Bully, I said, somebody is ripping off Saigon Kick.
Yeah, I thought so too.
And then I heard his voice, and I was like, well, it's Shinedown, so
Yeah.
it's okay.
But still, it was still a little Saigon Kick.
It was very Saigon Kickish. And maybe they knew that, maybe they didn't, but,
Yeah.
you know, who knows. But
But I digged it. I digged it.
I did. So in 2015, they come out, they're followed up with Amaryllis, and at this time, I was Shinedown crazy.
Yeah.
I loved Amaryllis. I loved Sound of Madness.
We were still going to shows and whatnot
Yeah.
this time too. So yeah,
I think me and you might disagree on this one a little bit. I don't know. We'll see where it goes.
you're right to read these off.
Threats of Survival is the next one to come out, and the first song was Cut the Cord.
Love it.
I don't think that this is on par with Sound of Madness or Amaryllis,
No, me either.
but I think it's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
I went through this one today too. I really like every song on it.
Cut the Cord. Yeah, I do too.
State of Mind.
Cut the Cord is kind of made for a video game or wrestling or something.
Yeah,
You know. What I'm
yeah. It's
saying?
just got that.
It's got that.
Just
It's got that drive to it.
yeah.
Cut the Cord. I don't remember what else is on this. How Did You Love's on this, right?
How'd you love asking for it? State of My Head.
State of My Head.
State of My Head was a different. It's just practically a pop song.
Oh yeah, I agree.
They started putting some more poppier stuff, I think.
Yep.
Well, Amaryllis sort of touched on it a little, but they went a little more poppy on this
Tad,
one.
Yeah.
You know, I love Misfits.
Oh yeah.
I love Misfits.
The
It all
Black
adds
Cadillac
up.
on
It's
this?
so weird that I like it.
The Black Cadillac on this.
Black Cadillac's
yeah,
on this one.
that's good.
Yeah.
But this is a good record. It's just not.
I think after 2 back-to-back fantastic records, they couldn't keep it up.
Probably.
I mean, I think it's a solid record.
I don't like the way it's produced, and we'll get into that in a minute too. But
Yeah, I think this is where me and you're fixing to go down the drummer hole.
the drum machine hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's just go ahead and go into it. You have got one of the best drummers in the
modern
business
rock, yeah.
in modern rock.
Yeah.
Barry is amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing drummer. And half your stuff on this one
It's a drum.
and following it forward
The next, the next, this one and the next two.
is drum
It's
machines.
drum machines.
I'm sure it's overlaid and he plays too, but it's just so it's
But
sampled.
Yeah.
It's
it sounds like it was recorded. I don't, and I'm not down. I'm not bad mouthing Shinedown because I love him. It sounds like it was recorded with a Casio keyboard in your bedroom when you were 13.
on this one.
On the next,
Oh,
the
oh,
next,
going
on this one and
forward?
the next two.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or at least half of it.
Yeah.
They'll do like an intro for 2 minutes, like, and it sounds like a Casio keyboard, and then it'll kick into and be a halfway decent song, but you've done lost half the song.
Yeah, you done went down that road.
Yeah, right. But and the lyrical content is still great. It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
I'm not in love with the way the music's made.
I can't say that I disagree with you, my friend. Cannot say. So that was 2015. So we go a couple more years. Well, they're averaging about every 3 years.
Right.
And so
There is a I'm not sure where it came out, and it may just be on Amazon because I have Amazon.
okay.
And they did. It's a live in a studio.
Is that it? The Warner Sound?
Yeah, there you go.
The Warner Sound. Yeah,
And
that
that's
was.
got Carole King song on it. And,
Yeah.
The Earth. I feel the Earth move. and
Feel
it's
the yeah.
so great.
Yeah.
And the rest of them are. They're
Yeah, they always done stuff like that, and
Yeah.
they still do stuff like
Yeah,
that.
and they are super tight. And that.
Oh yeah.
I mean that they're they're tight.
Yeah.
But
You know, there ain't many people can pull off Carole King like that. You know,
No.
I mean, it's just like whoa. But yeah, that was actually that come out right before Threat to Survival.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, but still, they always done that.
Yeah.
So in 2018, Attention, Attention come out, and this is the first time that I listened to Shinedown, and I said, I don't like it.
I like Devil, which I don't know what the first song is,
The entrance.
but okay. I like Devil's in the next room, but I don't know.
I'm going to go back and listen to it.
Yeah.
I was talking to
I'll
Fryman
listen to
not
it
long
later.
ago.
Yeah, I know Fryman's every time I talk to Fryman.
Fryman loves this record.
Yeah.
He I don't know.
I kind
I
of think he likes the Planet Zero, but
we'll get there.
okay, but
Yeah, but no, not Russian. I'm sorry,
oh, yeah,
but
that's
yeah.
fine. We go through these songs also.
Yeah, the entrance, Devil, Black Soul, Attention, Attention, Kill Your Conscience, Pyro,
Pyro's pretty all right.
Monsters.
And Monsters all right.
Monsters is the one that sort of sticked out to me. Dark Side, Creatures, Evolve, Get Up, Special,
Yeah,
The Human Radio, and Brilliant.
yeah.
14 songs. They always do put a lot of songs
Oh, yeah,
on their
I agree,
records.
but,
I will, Fryman, I will give you my utmost attention, and I will revisit this again. I've not listened to this record, I kid you not, probably since 6 months after it come out.
yeah, it's no matter how hard you try. It's
I
hard.
tried. I
can't.
can't do it.
And I'll listen to it today.
Did you really?
Well, next.
Yeah, next. I
Okay, I
can't.
listen to the Devil, which the Devil's the
The-
song on this one to me. So.
Yeah. All right. So once again, now this one though, we're going to go 4 years to 2022,
Yeah.
and that was Shinedown's Planet Zero.
It's the same thing. It sounds like
It's
it
the
was
same
recorded
thing. However, I like it better than Attention, Attention. I liked Planet Zero. I love Dysfunctional You.
Yes.
Dead Don't Die, I thought that was good. America Burning, I thought was pretty good. I love A System of Being Human.
Oh yeah.
Love that
yeah,
song.
That's pretty good.
But there's still things on here I'm like, meh. You know, meh. And
But-
I was sort of, I'm sorry?
It's the same way. It's just it sounds like your Casio keyboard. You're hitting the drum. Dum, dum, tsh, dum, dum, tsh.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I think that's what disappoints me the most
I think it
because
is too, because you've got all four
a
of
killer
them.
band.
You've got a killer band, and let's let them play.
Yeah.
You know, just let them play.
And when this come out, and tell me if I'm wrong, but Attention to Attention had a lot of sampling. A lot of sampling.
Yeah.
But seems like I remember when this was coming out, they kept talking about they was going back to bass, drums, guitar, vocals, rock band. Not that I wanted a killer, all blowout Anthrax Metallica record.
Well, they weren't that kind of band anyway.
Yeah.
But they were.
But go back to being a band,
Right,
maybe.
yeah.
You know.
Well, the rest, which I don't know that. Like Three Doors Down never did that, or which Three Doors Down is my biggest. I've seen them more than I have
Yeah.
probably anybody except for Gary Allen,
And he's doing better, by the way, isn't he? I heard that he was
Brad Arnold.
Brad Arnold.
He's still doing. So
Yeah,
that's- He's still on the
Yeah,
Green
because
Day.
he was in. I mean, his prognosis was.
Great dude.
Yeah.
With,
Fryman went to the Ryman and watched something. I reckon bumped into him in the bathroom.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
he
he got
told me
his
that.
picture and stuff
Yeah,
with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Fryman
did
loves
that.
Three Doors Down too,
Yeah.
and I know you do too.
Yeah, I do.
I'm not as big as a fan, but I do like them.
Yeah.
I do like them. I'm not gonna.
That was totally accidental, honestly. Which we can talk about that for a second if you want.
Sure.
I mean, I knew who Three Doors Down were, and I loved Loser. I thought Loser, which is on their first record, I thought Loser was fantastic. I
Yeah.
still think it is. And the little heavy part in the middle of Loser is probably still one of the most metal things I've ever seen live. As much,
Yeah.
as much stuff as I've seen. But anyway, yeah, and they're the same kind of deal. They've got a lot of great songs, and Brad Arnold's a super religious guy, and
Yeah.
serves a powerful God, so he's gonna be all right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Oh yeah, they interviewed him. He was like,
he don't. It doesn't matter.
it don't matter to him.
Yeah,
He's got it.
He's got it. So
Yeah. It's pretty awesome
and I love him for
to
it.
hear that.
So,
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome.
But yeah, what was I saying? The Three Doors Down never went techno. I don't even know if I want to call it techno.
Yeah.
But it kind of is.
Yeah.
Or industrial.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Sampled or yeah.
Um,
And I don't have. Okay, let's go down this hole just a little bit. It's a double-edged sword. There's only a few bands that can do the same record over and over and over, AC/DC, and it works.
yeah, because and they have.
And it works.
The last, I don't know if it's Black Ice or what their last record. No,
Power.
Yeah, it was. I know
Whatever.
what you're talking about.
Yeah,
But
Lit Up.
anyway, it wouldn't. It was Back in Black,
Yeah.
Part 15.
Yeah.
But
So where's the fine line? Where's the fine line of
how do you get?
let's experiment without alienating our fans, or because I'm all about a band revolving and changing, but then there's times when you're like, for example, Motley Crue,
Yeah.
one of my favorite bands ever.
Well,
They put out Generation Swine, and you're like, what the hell?
yeah, or Load and Reload.
Load and Reload. Yeah,
Which,
I mean,
you know-
it had its moments, but
Well, all right. Load and Reload are. I love them, and I loved them from the rip. I thought from the first time I heard it was fantastic. It's, you don't want to hear the
Inner
Black Album
Sandman
part
part-
2.
yeah.
Whatever, or and which Metallica did progress every time. So, but this is not a Metallica.
right.
discussion.
But yeah, I mean, we're
You
going
know,
down this
but
hole.
what they did progress every time, but Planet Zero and State of what's the Stretch Survival?
Yeah.
Planet Zero, the one. before-
Attention.
Yeah.
Attention.
They're that's the. It could have been all one. Double album, whatever.
Yeah.
But
I'm still curious though. Where does it draw the line?
how are you AC/DC or?
And I also think it's probably if you love the band enough.
Yeah.
For example,
Well,
Warrant for myself.
there you go. Yeah.
Cherry Pie, and Dirty Rotten. That was their hair bands, and then when they went to Dog Eat Dog, they went heavy, and a lot of people that like cherry pie didn't like Dog Eat Dog because they went heavy. I thought it was fantastic.
That's
Then they go
a good. It's so unfair though.
That's where I'm trying to go with this. Is
Okay. Well,
I loved it.
I know
I'm
you
not-
did.
Yeah.
And
Ultraphobic,
Yeah.
belly to belly. Every one of them is so different, but I loved it.
that's
Whereas,
it's so unfair. It's so unfair to the fans at the time and to the band. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I guess what I'm saying is we're making a case for some bands, but then
Well,
on
here's the
this we're
exception.
saying we didn't like it because they went.
That's not what we wanted. But it's what.
Yeah.
It's that's not what we want. But that's what.
We want you to do it, but do something different.
Yeah.
You,
Yeah. There you go. So we're hypocrites.
right.
Right.
And I think it's based on your love of a certain band. Even though I loved them, they was not my. Now maybe
Well-
if I was 18 when Shinedown come out, then everything I
Well,
like.
here's this. Too,
I don't know.
There's no music. There's no revolution going on right now. And Shinedown's not been through a revolution.
Yeah.
Shinedown hadn't gone through what Warrant went through, and Poison, whoever, Tesla, everybody. You know, all the hair band, whatever.
Or they wasn't going to
Shinedown
sell.
that Shinedown hadn't went through that.
That's
no,
right. That's right. You're exactly right.
You know, there's only those bands, Rat, what, who you name it, you know,
Yeah.
you name a band. But so
They
you got to
could've-
give it. You got to give all those guys, Dangerous Tours, Great Wide, who you know,
Yeah.
everybody that was on the cruise that went on,
Yeah.
whatever. And you got to give those guys credit because you know they grounded out and they still made a living. You know, they stuck to their guns. I
Mhm.
mean,
They never give up.
they never gave up, and Shinedown's never had to do that.
Yeah,
And-
you're right. I tell you a band that, and it's sort of in the same vein, is the Nickelback. You know, Nickelback caught so much shit
Because they got overexposed.
because they got so overexposed, and if it, you know, but if you hadn't had a chance, go to Netflix and watch that documentary about I Hate Nickelback or whatever
I
it
haven't
is.
seen that either.
Oh, it's fantastic. They go through, you know, but they kept plugging.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they just kept plugging. The last 3 or 4 records they put out hadn't sold crap,
yeah.
but they're so good. I mean, it's same formula, same this, same that. But I know we're going everywhere
Oh,
now.
that's fine, though.
But
I mean, that's part of. But we're still talking about. It's still the same thing. It's still
Yeah.
we're talking about Shinedown, and Nickelback fits in that conversation. You know, because I mean they were the same time. They were the same time frame.
I think, but prior, well, I shouldn't say prior to Nickelback because they was practically the same time. Nickelback was, I think, a little before then. They was late '90s, right? When they blowed up.
Like how you remind me when. you came
Yeah,
out.
yeah. So, or maybe it's the same
It
time.
was about
Maybe the same
I
time.
don't, I'm not sure.
Biggest band in the
I
world.
feel like.
Chuck's calling.
Imagine that. I feel like I heard Nickelback first, but I can't say that for sure.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I think I did too. But I'm just like
I
that.
do. I did really love when How You Remind Me came out. I thought, you know, all of hope is not lost.
Yeah, we got a rock band again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, I wasn't listening to Limp Bizkit, whatever.
Yeah.
Wasn't really listening to.
Well, there's a few of them I like.
Well, I mean,
One of
at the
these
time I
days
wasn't.
and whatever it
yeah,
is.
Now looking back, yeah, it's
Yeah,
awesome.
but the rap rock thing,
Yeah.
sort of.
But,
But yeah, all right. So we'll just slide back into. So here we go again. All right. So Nickelback's released a couple. Shinedown has released a couple new songs within the past year, and they're fixing to put out a new record.
sometime between now and March is the last I heard.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
One of them sounds just like it come off like we was talking earlier.
About like Hysteria. It sounds the song like the song Hysteria.
It sounds just like Def Leppard Hysteria. It is produced big and thick,
Yeah.
and the first thing was
I
like,
think Mutt Lange
fir-
produced
did he really?
it. Oh,
I was fixing to say, there we
There
go.
you go. No, I'm
But
just aggravated.
man, I was like, good song.
It is a good song.
It's a good
but
song.
The riff is hysteria.
Yeah,
Yeah. But,
yeah. So Shinedown's like, we can't win.
no.
Still a great band. Still
Absolutely great.
a fantastic band. The couple new songs, they're decent.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll give them another spin because I've not listened to them. When they first come out, we passed them back and forth. It was like, holy hell, this is Def Leppard.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we'll see. We'll see when the new record comes out.
Yeah.
I'll definitely get it.
I always have my hopes up that, they're going into a studio and recording on real tape, and which nobody does that anymore.
You're right.
But except maybe the Foo Fighters. But
Yeah.
anyway.
Talking about that, did you say or you didn't say that you've watched the Beto, Joe Perry, Brad Woodford?
I've watched half of it.
Okay. Have you got up to the part where they start talking about click tracks and
Yes.
recording?
Yes.
Is that not the best thing ever?
Yeah. Yep.
And we've had this conversation before.
Yep.
The click track is the death of rock and roll.
I think so.
But, because you put on those early Aerosmith records or you put on all these early bands and you put a click track to it, it's not in time.
No, and it's
It's gonna
gonna fluctuate, and it's gonna be off 2.5 beats by the end of the song. Whatever.
maybe, yeah. And what was that one they kept talking about where, from the time they started it to the time they ended it, it was
Yeah.
like so many more beats per minute.
I'm not sure if it was
I can't
Sweet
remember.
Emotion or not.
Yeah, so good, and I miss that. Well, one reason is because of the talent.
Oh yeah, you'd have to have been.
I, myself included. Hawks, you'll vouch for
Oh,
me.
yeah.
When we
Me too.
done our record, I had to play for a click track. I could not do it. I played, and they would get this little section, this little section, this little section, this little section, and they put it together and made me
Did you,
sound like $1 million.
You overdubbed yourself.
I don't even think I overdubbed the cymbals.
I couldn't remember.
I think I put them in there and they get one that they liked and used
Okay,
it.
gotcha. But anyway, I mean, yeah, it's
And I don't know. And DA, if you do watch this is not a knock on you. God bless you, my friend. You're a fucking amazing person
He is.
and an amazing
Great.
producer. And you was working with a hack like me and made me sound like $1 million.
Yeah.
So this is not a knock on you. But if we would have played that song live, the way Aerosmith played it, that's the way we made that one.
yeah,
Now, it wasn't it was in a basement.
yeah, and it sounds like a basement.
And it sounds like a basement, but I think if we would have made a live recording of just us, and then you come back and you put in the solos and the vocals and the harmonies, and I still believe we could have pulled it off.
Yeah,
It might have took 3 or 4 takes, because I'd drop a stick or a string would break or I'd miss a beat But there was one song with Aerosmith, and we've got way off this again. There's one song with Aerosmith, I can't remember. Was it on, I can't remember. It was on one of the songs on Rocks. You hear a door slam.
Oh yeah. Oh no, nobody's fault. Yeah.
Nobody's fault.
Yeah.
You hear a door slam.
Mhm. Yeah.
And then on one we done, one you just mentioned, singing Sweet Emotion.
Yeah.
You hear his thing break.
Oh, on the vibra slap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It breaks.
And the sugar packets.
And then he starts to shoot. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's rock and roll.
It is rock.
We're not making the next Beethoven record.
No.
It's rock and roll. I think that's where even the new country stuff and
That's what's
everything
wrong
is
with
so
every-
freaking polished.
Every genre. But
I don't like it.
yeah, that's what's wrong with everything. Computers have ruined not only the rest of the world, but music also.
Yeah.
And that's just because it's easy.
Yeah.
But it made it to where you have to have talent to operate a computer
Yeah.
instead of playing an instrument.
That's right. That's right.
Even the auto tune, you don't even have to be able to sing now.
Yeah.
They can
You give me a harmony, I'll put you in
Right,
tune.
yeah.
And, yeah.
Just say something, and I'll make it sound like a song.
And we're not downgrading people that does it because I done it. These guys have
Yeah.
better talent than I did. They can pull it off.
I don't
I didn't have the click track was a whole new thing for me, and I was just like a deer in the headlights. And but yeah, anybody can make a record and make it sound like $1 million.
And you can make a record in your bathroom now.
That's right. And especially now. Ours was 10 or what, 13 years
13
ago now?
Yeah.
So 13 years ago. And you know, look at the technology since then.
Yeah.
There's no telling. I bet
You can,
I bet DA could make it sound like Queen now.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, I'm sure. There's some apps. I don't even like Smule maybe is one. And,
well, I got GarageBand.
but
I don't
mean,
know.
They're just for like karaoke basically.
Yeah.
And you can like share them between yourselves and sing with each other, and they're perfectly in pitch. And, you know,
It's crazy how all that
Yeah.
stuff works. Like, I've got a thing on my drums. I can put the headphones on, pull up AC/DC Black and Black. Guess what it does? Takes the drums out where I can play
oh,
the
yeah,
drums.
yeah, yeah.
Or if you're a vocalist, takes the vocals out. Or if you're a guitar player, take the guitar player out and put you in there. It's crazy. Which, can you imagine how good we would be if we would have had those tools when we was learning how to play?
Yeah, when we were 12, 13 years
Instead of
old.
putting a
Yeah.
cassette in or an album on and rewinding and fast forwarding and stop,
and you
rewind
couldn't-
and
you
fast
could-
forward and stop.
Yeah, and if you, when we were learning, if you slowed it down, it changed the pitch.
Yeah.
You know, it changed you had to play it 3 steps down.
I remember the first drum instructional video I got. I think it was Eric Singer.
Oh, yeah.
And he was showing how he did this and do that. This many years before YouTube, kids. And it was amazing. He was like showing you things. Now you just pop on YouTube. How do you play this song? Boom. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
You know, you still got to have talent to play it, but you don't have. I mean, the guesswork's out of it. What's he doing right there? What's he
Yeah,
doing right
right,
there?
yeah.
What's he doing right
You
there?
don't. You're not doing any of the ear stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. We're turning into grumpy old men.
We
ain't
are. I'll tell you, back in my day,
Back in my day.
we played guitars with strings, and we liked it. Loved it.
Loved it. Well, guys, I know we have went all over the map on this last little part right here.
Still
But-
love Shinedown.
But we
Shinedown's
still love Shinedown,
great band.
even though we bitched about them for the last 10, 15 minutes. But
They.
we didn't bitch.
Here's the thing. Well, we don't have to end just yet.
Okay.
Here's the thing. Shinedown made records for us, and then they made records for the people that still buy records.
Yeah,
You know,
that's right.
they stayed current, and they stayed up to date. So
And you got to do that.
they do.
Maybe
And
that's the reason they've never went through what Warrant and Winger and Slaughter went through, where
Right.
they lost everything.
yeah,
Maybe so.
maybe so. But anyway, much respect.
Hoxie,
Shinedown, love you, dude.
as always, I love you, my brother. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. This was fun.
Yeah.
This was really fun. This is I really enjoyed this one. So I'm sure next week we'll come back with something.
We'll
We've already had a couple of discussions, so who knows? It might be Aerosmith, it might be Bon Jovi. I don't know. Somewhere around, and we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll probably end up doing both of them, but we don't know which one yet. Or who knows? We might do Culture Club. We come up with awful. Did you see my record review where I went on about?
Only know 2 countries, so.
That's probably me too. But I
It's
went
going to be a
on.
really short episode.
I went on about George Michael because I
Oh,
bought
yeah,
a George
yeah.
Michael record. Love George Michael. So see, we go everywhere. Go everywhere. Thank you. Peace, love. Be good to each other. Don't be a dick. God bless each and every one of you. Appreciate you. See you next time.